And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 24th annual California River Awards. We're virtual.
Yes, finally.
We are so grateful you've joined us, the Friends of the River. My name is Freddie Silvera with FSA Auctions, and I'll be your host and auctioneer this evening.
And I'm Ashley Overhouse. I'm Friends of the River's Resilient Rivers Director, and I'm very happy to be here.
We have an amazing program lined up for you. If you're here, if you can say hello in the YouTube chat bar, we'd love to hear from you. How are you connected to Friends of the River? Where are you watching from? I know we've got folks from Shasta and Redding. We've got folks from Modesto and Sacramento, the Bay Area. Let us know who you are and where you're watching from. Make sure to sign into the YouTube chat. How cool is this?
It is very cool. It is so exciting to see supporters of Friends of the River from all over the state. Thank you so much for being here.
We have an amazing program lined up for you. It's going to be an absolute blast. We want to go over some housekeeping tips to make sure you've got an enjoyable experience this evening. So do us a favor. You want to make sure you sign into the chat bar. Charlie Center said, whoop, whoop. Oh, Jeff said, hi, everybody. This is Jeff Chanit, virtual hug.
I'll give you a virtual hug back. Yeah.
We've got Sarah. Sarah says, I do. This is so awesome. Woo! Rick Bloom. Hi, Jan. Thanks for inviting me to come. How cool is this, Ashley? Look at this.
Very cool. Very cool. Wow, that's great. Wow, look, we have some people from Coloma, too. Bob Cushman. Thanks so much for being here, Bob.
Oh, Jan said virtual hug back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so grateful you've joined us for Friends of the River's 24th annual California River Awards. We have amazing awards to give out. We're going to hear from Jan here in just a few moments. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have an amazing fund to need to support our rivers in a huge way, and that's what tonight's about.
Yes, as you all know, founded in 1973, Friends of the River for almost 50 years has protected and restored California rivers by influencing public policy and inspiring citizen action. And what a better way than launching a new program to help us do just that tonight.
So tonight we'll have an inspiring fund to need. That's where you can support with your dollars tonight to help us in a huge way. And we've already got Richard Montgomery at $250, Rebecca Lawton at $100, looks like Lise Paul at $100, Patty Lynn at $250. Looks like we're almost to $1,000 in donations tonight. So throughout the evening, you can go into our link and donate there. You can go to friendsoftheriver.org. That's the link below, or scan your phone over the QR code. If you struggle for any reasons, we've got a phone number there, that 530 area code number. You can call that number and they can help you with any tech support that you might have this evening. But we'd encourage you to go to friendsoftheriver.org, register your credit card so that you can participate in tonight's live Fund to Need. You'll see those donations on the side of the screen now. We're going to be doing that live Fund to Need here probably in about 10 minutes or so. So you want to make sure you're all ready and prepared for that. And then after our awards, we have a few live auction items. We even have a rafting trip to India.
I know, it is so cool and so special. This is really a live auction you don't want to miss.
It's going to be an amazing night. We have so many fun things planned for you. Thank you for joining us again for Friends of the River 24th Annual California River Awards. And look at the love coming in, Ashley.
I know. So great. Hi, Joel. So happy to have you here. Thanks so much for joining. And we have Liz and we have Rick Bloom again. Thank you so much, everyone. This really is inspiring.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you're all set to prepare for our Fund to Need and our live auction. And without further ado, Jan, she's got some inspiring words for us.
Yes, Jan Dorman is our executive director and director of the board of directors. I'm so excited to introduce her to you. Take it away, Jan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jan Dorman. I'm the Executive Director of Friends of the River, and it's a privilege to be able to speak with you. I have been on the FOR board since 2012 and currently serve as the board chair in addition to my role as Executive Director. But most importantly, I have a lifelong love of rivers. W.C. Fields is famous for saying that being a good pool player is the sign of a misspent youth. I'm a terrible pool player, by the way. But I am fortunate to have had the privilege of having a misspent youth as a whitewater river guide on the Stanislaus, American, and Tuolumne rivers in the 1970s. I learned to raft and kayak on the Stanislaus and have spent many years enjoying the great rivers of California and the western states. These experiences have shaped my whole life, how I relate to the environment and how I relate to all of you, how I face scary things, the profound importance of community. These experiences are what brings me here today to serve all of you who love rivers so much. Friends of the River was founded in 1973 during the struggle to save the Stanislaus River from the New Melones Dam. Following that campaign, FOR grew to become California's statewide river conservation organization. For very close to 50 years now, FOR has been working to protect and restore California rivers by influencing public policy and inspiring citizen action. That's us, active citizens. FOR is unique in taking a statewide perspective and whole systems view of our state river systems and water issues. FOR has a leadership role in uniting over 24 environmental and tribal stakeholders to track and engage in important water storage issues across the state. These meetings take place on a bi-weekly basis. FOR also litigates in state and federal courts to defend the Clean Water Act, the California Environmental Quality Act, the Endangered Species Act, and other important environmental laws on behalf of California watersheds. Last year, FOR held a guide activist training on the American River and trained over a dozen new river advocates. FOR also sent the Newsom administration hundreds of petitions urging strong leadership in the face of climate crisis. More recently, FOR took a leading role in convening a group of environmental organizations to address a proposed ballot initiative that would have had disastrous consequences for California rivers. That proposed initiative was withdrawn. FOR continues to hold government agencies accountable to law and regulation. FOR advocates for fiscal and environmental responsibility, presents historical and technical analysis, and provides witness testimony before government agencies. This is what allows FOR to fight against the Sites Reservoir, the Pacheco Dam, the Shasta Dam, and many other issues that threaten our wild rivers. I want to tell you a story about something that happened last year. In 2021, San Joaquin County petitioned the state of California to take 147,000 acre-feet of water from the American River, an amount of water that's equal to 15% of Folsom Lake when full. FOR's senior policy advocate, Ron Stork, served as an expert witness in the water rights proceeding. This proceeding was focused on a potential dam at Salmon Falls on the South Fork of the American River. Ron dug deep into his files, which are substantial, I can personally attest, and proposed a massive argument on why this application needs to be permanently dissolved. Ron submitted a 300-page document, provided oral testimony, cross-examined witnesses at the State Water Resources Control Board hearing. The hearing officer ruled in favor of Friends of the River, and if adopted by the board, the pending application will be erased. This is a huge success, and we're all so thankful to Ron. Our rivers are more important now than ever before. The climate crisis is here for all of us. We're experiencing greater extremes of temperature, precipitation, wind events, drought, fire. Healthy rivers provide an enormous source of resilience, the ability to recover after stress. Most of us already know what it feels like to become personally resilient through our contact with rivers. We know from experience that rivers build strength of character, build muscle, build community. I believe that one reason we experience such personal strength and renewal from being near rivers, it's because we also intuitively understand and feel how rivers strengthen our land and our waterscapes, the whole planet, including us. With their cooling corridors, their biodiversity, wild species, outstanding ability to connect surface and groundwater, rivers provide climate resilience. Rivers are our future. They're repositories of wild DNA. To protect them is our best hope for climate adaptation. Rivers build resilience into landscapes. Rivers connect different landscapes, from high mountains to floodplains, allowing sediment, minerals, gases, water, organic, inorganic matters to move and collect in new locations. Rivers allow plants and animals to move up and down the channel to different landscapes as well. Rivers create diverse physical environments with channels, pools, marshes, beaches. Rivers support highly diverse plant and animal communities. Rivers absorb floodwater and recharge groundwater. Rivers are unique features of the landscape and very, very high value features of a resilient landscape. When we restore and protect rivers, we restore and protect the environment. We restore and protect ourselves. We restore and protect our children's future. We believe that healthy rivers are critical to a climate resilient water future for California. We are living in a different world now. We must all adapt and work differently. While the future presents many unknown challenges, our core values are going to guide us in new ways. We will continue to strive for urgency. Urgency is a core value. FOR focuses on big policy levers and strategic litigation to speed the process of change. The Wild and Scenic River Act has been and can continue to be a very effective tool to speed the process of change. FOR will offer solutions. It's not enough just to oppose things. We need to be at the table proposing alternatives. This is why we are honoring Tom Ferguson as an example for bringing new and creative solutions to the water industry. As was recently highlighted in a new report by the Pacific Institute, the potential for water conservation, reuse, and stormwater capture is huge, affordable, and feasible. These solutions are available now, and we need to develop even more. We are committed to equity. The climate crisis is having a disproportionate impact on some communities over others. We need to ensure that all our work includes and benefits all people and all communities. We need to enable the next generation of leaders, inclusive of all communities. People fight for what they love. We need to help create the opportunities for young leaders from all over, from all communities, to develop their love of rivers that will sustain them in the struggles ahead. FOR's River Program will do this. Last and most importantly, we need to trust in the power of nature. The earth is resilient. The earth is strong. A healthy wild river provides tremendous resilience to the land and the people. We are honoring Michael Palm Preston tonight for helping to shift the frame of reference to help us all see rivers and water as a sacred relationship between humans and the land. I am honored and privileged to serve all of you and to serve FOR. I want to thank all of you for your past support, which has been tremendously generous, and ask you to continue to support FOR. Please support our rivers, support our future, and support each other by supporting FOR tonight. Please give generously and participate in the auction. With your support, we can save the future together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Jan. Wow.
Yeah, that was incredible, Jan. Thank you so much.
Such a heart, such a passion. And I loved learning more about her story, how she started as a river guide and just all the different passions that she's had for the rivers.
Yeah, Yeah, in my opinion, those aren't lost years. Those are gained years, especially for Friends of the River.
We are so grateful you've joined us for the 24th annual California River Award, Friends of the River. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so many people that make tonight possible, and we want to give a huge shout out and a lot of love, some thank yous tonight. So without further ado, Ashley, let's thank our sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll see our sponsors on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home with one of our sponsors, give them a high five, a hug, a fist bump, or fill their glass. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank our sponsors.
So our first level is Cascade sponsors, and our first is John and Nancy Cassidy. Thank you so much, John and Nancy. They are longtime Friends of the River supporters. Nancy is a multi-platinum singer and songwriter who's written so many beautiful songs about rivers, including her hit album, Rising Rivers. Thank you, John and Nancy.
And Camp Lotus and the Center family. We see you there, Charlie. In memory of Bill Center. Bill and Robin Center purchased Camp Lotus in 1978 and have been strong environmental advocates. Camp Lotus remains a family business along the South Fork of American River, offering a beautiful riverfront campground. We remember and honor Bill's legacy this year and are so very honored to have his son, Charlie, on our board of directors.
Next, we have Richard Weiss. Richard is an active and involved FOR board member who volunteers and is a river guide with FOR's rafting program. Thank you so much, Richard, for your time and support.
And our white water sponsors, a lot of love for American River Outfitters, Scott Armstrong, board member, Donnell Morgan, and Tom Avila. Donnell is a past board member. Bob and Faith Cushman, we see you there. Bob is a past board member. Scott and Lisa Halstead, in memory of Jack Morrison. Hollis Linderking, Monty and Kay Osborne, Graham and Deborah Plant, Renee Sharp, Tuolumne River Outfitters. Thank you.
And next we have tributary sponsors. Tom Biglione, thank you so much. Jim Jeans, Sue Gelati, Charles Goldman, Jennifer Jennings, Suzanne Roberts, Ken Renwick and Trish Rowe, East Bay Municipal Utility District, also known as East Bay Mud, John Yost, board member, Patrick Sheehan, and Kathleen Jevons. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. We're so appreciative. Let's give a lot of love in the chat bar. And Ashley, how about our board of directors?
Yes, okay. Thank you so much to our board of directors, many who are active in the chat box right now. Thank you so much. Scott Armstrong, Charlie Center, Jan Dorman, Heike Schmitz, Richard Weiss, Mark Dubois, Garrick Chang, Jeff Depew, Ravi Karani, Renee Sharp, and John Yost.
Thank you so very much, our board of directors. You're the ones making a huge difference for us and our staff. Working tirelessly. I'm standing right next to one of the most amazing ones. But a lot of love for all of our staff, Jan, Ashley, Eric, Liz, Ron, Amy, and Sarah. Thank you, everybody, for making Friends of the River happen throughout the year and making tonight happen in a huge way. Our sponsors, our board, our staff, thank you. What a night.
It really is.
We see some love coming in the chat bar. We've got Liz McGuire here, said, yay! She said, we have so many of our sponsors in the chat right now. Thank you all for all of your generosity. Liz McGuire, we appreciate you. And look at this. Ashley, we've got gifts more coming into the Fund a Need. We've got Gary Lasky just gave $50. We've got Don and Charles here. Richard, Rebecca, we're almost to $1,000.
Wow, thank you so much, all. This is incredible. This means so much to us.
And tonight, means so much. Why does it mean so much to you, Ashley?
I started at Friends of the River about a year ago, and truly it has just been a culmination of what I'm passionate about, which is saving rivers. I think that healthy rivers are our future. They're a critical part of a climate resilient California, especially with climate change, because truly climate change is water change. Healthy rivers will honestly be a critical component of making sure that we can mitigate a lot of those impacts for myself and future generations.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that really hits home for me is, I'm in a stage in my life right now where I'm starting to think about having kids and starting to think about kind of the future. And, when I think of Friends of the River, I start to think of, the times I've enjoyed rafting down. We were talking about this earlier. I was rafting down, at Lotus Camp, and we raft down the South, American River. And I just think about all of the times I've enjoyed water. I've enjoyed rivers. I've enjoyed oceans, lakes, all kinds of things. And I think about, the impact that Friends of the River is making and what that's going to mean for my future kids. So, yeah.
Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah. And so we've got even more gifts coming in here. Nicholas Miller said, "Yay, go healthy rivers." I love it. John Yo said, "This is great." We appreciate it, John. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments after these next brief remarks, we'll have a chance to do our live Fund a Need. So if you haven't registered your credit card already and you haven't got onto that Octria link where you can donate towards our live Fund a Need, we're going to do that after these short videos. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to do our live Fund a Need. It'll only happen for about 5 minutes. So make sure you've registered already. If you have questions, type them in the chat bar. We can support you there. You can call the 530 area number, area number. You can call the number below for tech support as well. But please make sure you go onto that Octria link, which is on friendsoftheriver.org, and go find the online auction piece. If you go to live auction right there, that's if you go to number 10 on that link, number 10 is where you can begin to donate towards our live Fund a Need. We'll be doing that after these brief remarks. Take it away.
Good evening. My name is Charlie Center and I'm on the board of Friends of the River. Starting off, I would like to thank each of you for taking the time to be here tonight. This is a celebration of our love for rivers and the canyons that they wind through. A celebration of our community bound together by moments, memories of a time spent along the banks of a river and the people that embraced a call to protect the places that we love. Most of the people here tonight likely had a moment, or many, that they felt their soul become tethered to the majesty of a river canyon. I'll briefly share some thoughts on my own journey. Hopefully it's not too boring. Growing up, Friends of the River was something, but I wasn't sure what. I knew they did good things, but I likely couldn't explain what they did. It was something grown-ups talked around a table or a campfire. But as I got older, I began falling in love with river canyons around me in my own way. My focus was narrow, only thinking of the next adventure, the next mystical place or magical canyon. I found my own personal connection to the river. As more time passed, I had a family, and I saw the impact and the joy that the river brought them, bringing smiles and freedom to my children. All of their concerns washing away as quickly as the water splashed over them. After giving so much to me and my family, what did the river ever ask in return? What did it need? I didn't know, and I had failed to ask for a long time. I began having an interest in Friends of the River. I dove into Delta water wards, and I saw the individuals at Friends of the River and beyond that day in, day out, fight to protect for those places with every ounce of energy, month after month, year after year. I realized that while we have laws protecting places, protecting animals, protecting rivers, laws do not alone protect things. People do. Laws are a tool, and if no one is there to pick up the tool and use it, the tool no longer matters. Against all odds, against financial interests a millionfold over, Friends of the River has stood as the watcher in the night and fought to protect the places we cherish for over 50 years. Through dedication, through skill, through love, they have honed their skills and have mastered the legal tools as both a sword and a shield. Now, life is challenging, and all our time and financial resources ebb and flow. Many times I feel that most of my day is lost between making breakfast for our kids, doing dishes, and then picking them up. But I know that whatever support that I could give to Friends of the River, however small, they will use and leverage 100-fold to protect what I love. I could not have more faith in Jan and Ron and Ashley and Amy and all of those that work alongside Friends of the River. Friends of the River is the watcher They are the shield, and when needed, the sword, ever vigilant for the rivers that flow through our beautiful state. I take great comfort in the fact that Friends of the River will forever bring light to those that would rather do business in the shadows, to marshal the law and the facts better than anybody, to win the hearts and minds of people by simply floating them down and showing them the majesty of a river canyon. Friends of the River needs your support. However big, however small, it makes a difference. So with that, thank you all for being here. Enough talking by me, and I hope you all enjoy the night.
When I hit to California in 1912, there were 6,000 miles of salmon streams in the Great Valley, and now we're down to about 300. As I grew up, the idea seemed to be that conservation consisted of building dams. And some of them are good, but we've overdone it.
The Los Angeles Aqueduct brought water from the High Sierra Aquifer through a string of artificial reservoirs connected by giant pipes and canals, 200 miles across the desert to Los Angeles.
At Redding, California, the giant Shasta Dam, 3 times as high as Niagara. The dam took 12 years to build.
The control and conservation of Yuba River water with construction of a dam.
Arguably, we have been in drought conditions as far back as 2000, not only here in the state of California, but all throughout the west coast of the United States.
The climate crisis is a water crisis for our state, which we are experiencing today in the forms of historic drought, low snowpack, as well as catastrophic wildfires. Friends of the River needs resources to tackle those issues.
I think probably the most important single thing I've learned is the power of 1 or 2 or 3 people to quite literally change the world. I mean, when you make a commitment that you really care about something and you invest in what you care about, it changes the way that people around you look at it.
Healthy rivers really are the key to a climate resilient water future for the state of California. Friends of the River needs your support today. Your donation will help our organization remain in the fight to save rivers and help with future generations in their fight for resilient rivers and a sustainable water future for our state.
Wow. Thank you, Charlie. And what an amazing historical perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, we're going to get started with tonight's live Fund a Need. Now, I'm looking in here. It looks like Carol just gave a $500 gift. Thank you very much, Carol. We've got Robin at $100. We're at over $1,860. Ladies and gentlemen, now is that time for us to come together and make a huge difference for Friends of the River to preserve, to protect the flow and water in the state of California. So if you'd like to make a gift at any point this evening, you can jump in now. The water's warm. If you want to jump in now, we've got gifts here of $10,000, $5,000, $3,000, $2,500, $2,000, $1,500, $1,000. We've got a $750, $500, $250, $100. A lot of opportunities to find a meaningful level from you and your family. Look at this. We've got Howard Robinson at $2,500. Thank you very much, Howard Robinson. We appreciate your support. We've got Carol Falkenthal at $500. Thank you very much, Carol. We've got Katie Rutherford at $100. Thank you. Folks, we're at over $4,000. Here we go, folks. If you want to jump in, the water's flowing. Let's have some fun. We've got Jeff Depew at $2,500. Thank you very much, Jeff. We appreciate it. Folks, we are almost to 7,000. Jeff, thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, gifts are coming in a huge way. Michael Meadows at $100. Lisa Doback at $100. Liz McGuire in the chat bar said, wow, this is so exciting. Jan Dorman said, thank you so much, everybody. Folks, if you want to make that gift now, you can do it. Here we go, folks. Yes, 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 yes. I see something coming in here. It's refreshing. We've got Jeffrey Chan coming in at $2,500. Thank you very much. We've got Robert Farad. Somebody help me out. Ferragiario. Thank you very much, Eric. We've got Eric in the background and Ashley's over there. They're helping gifts come in. Robert, thank you. We've got an $800 gift. Folks, we're over $10,000. Friends of the River. Here we go, folks. Let's keep it going. If you want to make a gift, you can do that now by going to friendsoftheriver.org. You can call the phone number below if you're struggling for any reason. Somebody on our phone lines will take your card over the phone if you're struggling for any reason online. But please go to Friends of the River. You'll find our homepage. Yes, we've got another $100. We've got an anonymous donor here at $100. We've got Lisa Doback at $100, Julianne Frizzle at $100, another $100 coming back in a huge way. John Yo said, way to go, Jeff and Howard, we appreciate it. We've got Daniel Drake at $250. Thank you very much, Daniel. Karen Wells at $100. Thank you. We've got Chuck in the chat bar. Chuck said, thank you everybody for all of your support. Liz McGuire said, wow, keep it going. Nicholas Miller said, go Healthy Rivers. Folks, if you want to make that gift, now's your chance. We've got another 90 seconds to come together and make a huge difference. We're already over 10,000. We've got another $500 gift coming in. We appreciate it. Liz McGuire in the chat bar said, this is such a worthy cause. Everything that can be given is going to make such a huge difference for the future of California. Thank you so much, everyone, from Liz McGuire in our chat bar. Here we go, folks. The final 60-second push. We've got another $250 coming in, a $500 gift here. Yes, we've got a $300 gift. Thank you for your support. Another $100 here. We appreciate it. I've got gifts coming in online as well. Thank you so very much. We've got another $100 from Robin Hayek. Thank you very much. Another 100 here from Becca Lawton. We've got 100 from Steven. Thank you very much, Steven. We appreciate it. We've got Jim Froland coming in here over $1,500. Thank you very much, Jim. We've got Howard Robinson and Katie coming in at $2,500. Thank you. We've got Joanne Lenny coming in at $650. Thank you very much, Joanne. We've got Carol at $500, Nancy Bott at $250. We've got Daniel Drake at $250. Ruth, looks like Ruth coming in over $100. Thank you. Bob and Faith Cushman at $100. Thank you. We've got David Harnden at $100. We've got Julianne, Melvin, and Donnell at $100. Thank you for your support. Folks, we've got gifts coming in. Joseph Herzog coming in at $100. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Folks, we're over almost to $11,000. We appreciate your support in a huge way. Let's do one final push, folks. If you want to come in, now's your chance. Go to friendsoftheriver.org, find the donate button. Please go to the Octria event for Friends of the River. You can support there as well by going on to the online auction tab. We've got gifts coming in here. John Yost said, thank you, everybody, for all of your support. You're making a huge difference. Way to go. And we love you, Charlie. We've got Harriet Moss. Harriet's coming in at $100. Thank you very much, Harriet. We appreciate your support. We've got another gift coming in here. We've got a $500 gift from an anonymous donor. Thank you very much. We've got Nancy Bott at $250. Folks, we are over $11,000. This is huge. Wow, I'm losing my voice. Folks, we've got folks coming in a huge way. We appreciate it. Let's give a lot of love in the chat bar for all of our donors, making a huge difference for us tonight. We really appreciate it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. We've got more gifts coming in here. Yeah, Ashley, come check this out. This is amazing. Ashley, look at this. Look.
Wow, what a generous crowd. Thank you so much, everyone. This will really, truly help our fund a need. It's going to go so far. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for all of your support. You can continue to giving towards our Fund a Need. We're going to check back in our Fund a Need throughout the program. We are so grateful for you. We are going to do our live auction here in probably about 7 minutes after we give out our awards. So get ready, bid on all of our live auction items. Looks like Margaret's coming in here, happy to be here. Next year we'll be in person. Yes, thank you so very much. We've got more gifts coming in. Wow, look at all of these gifts still coming.
I know, the money keeps coming in, and really, truly, everyone, thank you so much. It really is because of you that we can do this great work.
Thank you so very much for all of your support. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to that Octria link, find our live auction items. We've got about 6 or 7 of them there, including rafting trips, India, the South Fork. We've got some amazing kayaks we're giving away, some tubes. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's wine.
Yes.
A lot of wine.
My favorite.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to start bidding on our live auction items. See where you are, because after we give out our awards, the live auction items will be closing within about 2 to 3 minutes after our awards. So bid now, bid often. We're going to close them live with you here. Ashley, want to introduce our awards?
Yes, thanks, Freddie. So the Marc Dubois Award is given every year. Friends of the River honors one person or 2 persons that really recall the spirit of Marc Dubois, one of the original founders of FOR and Director Emeritus for our Board of Directors. The Marc Dubois Award is given to people who really, truly lead in California water issues and advocate for rivers. And we are so inspired by our 2 honorees this year, Michael Palm Preston, also known as Palm, and Tom Ferguson.
Thank you, everybody, for all of your support. Congratulations in advance to Michael and Tom. And without further ado, Jan, take it away.
Tonight, Friends of the River is honoring Michael Preston for his vision and for his unique voice. Michael grew up along the McCloud River in Northern California, where the Shasta Dam has flooded his tribe's spiritual and cultural lands. He is the co-director of the film One Word Swamem, and a founding participant in the Run for Salmon, a 300-mile prayer run from the San Francisco Bay to the headwaters of the McCloud River. Michael is an artist and an activist. By sharing the spiritual relationship he and his tribe have with their sacred river, the McCloud, he is helping to change the way we all see our relationships to water and to rivers. We feel the beauty and grace of Michael's work. He is helping us all to deeply feel our love, our connection, and our respect for our own home river and for all rivers. Art requires great courage. Through this award, we celebrate Michael's courage in bringing his message to the world. Thank you, Michael, for your great gift to us all.
Estom neto yet pompa tot ni wenem enambos, neto ne keoctis, he chalabeskin olelbis, he chalabeskin buyan puyuk, sawa mem chalapol, he chiraki, lindara nur. Hello, my name is Michael Preston. I'm coming to you from Mount Shasta, California, and the Winnemem Wintu tribe. I wanted to say thank you to Friends of the River for acknowledging me and my people and my spiritual lineage this award for our work for the environment, for our work for the water, and for sacred site restoration, and for Mount Shasta itself. And I just wanted to say that that's a big deal, because that's the real work that we want to do, and the real work that hasn't really been acknowledged historically. And so now that it's being acknowledged, I wanted to say thank you once again, that's an important thing to acknowledge. And it's going to be more and more important. And in my opinion, more and more Indigenous people should come out with that kind of knowledge of sacred site restoration and what that really is, because a lot of people don't really know what sacred site restoration is. It's basically the ley lines that exist on the planet that connect us all up. Mount Shasta being one of the points that connects us all up to the rest of the world, and has sacred water on there, and fills up the water sources like in all directions, all the way down to the ocean. And just wanted to say prayers for the salmon returns along the McCloud River, and all rivers for that matter. May they come home from New Zealand, and may all the water sources be restored. And thank you once again, to all the people who are doing those kinds of things, doing the work to restore the sacred, doing the work to restore the ecosystems wherever you're at, please make sure to have that safe drinking water wherever you're at, and maintain that spiritual connection. Hichala Beskin once again, and Friends of the River, thank you.
Friends of the River is honoring Tom Ferguson tonight for his work to innovate and transform the way water is managed around the world. First through Imagine H2O, a venture incubator focused on water, and now through his work at Burnt Island Ventures, Tom is helping to focus new water technologies on the most critical problems arising from the climate crisis. He is educating the water industry on the potential of innovative technologies for new, sustainable solutions that solve the real pain points in water measurement, water quality, water reuse, and water remediation. He is enabling a new generation of entrepreneurs to help solve one of our most pressing challenges: how we adapt our water systems and water technologies to the climate crisis. Tom is the managing partner of Burnt Island Ventures, a specialist early-stage venture fund for the $900 billion water sector. A new generation of technologies and services are emerging to meet society's water needs, and they need early capital that is informed about the water crisis to build the foundations of their new businesses. Burnt Island Ventures is identifying and supporting the best entrepreneurs and technologies that can transform water management, water access, and water security globally in the face of climate change. Tom believes and lives climate change is water change. Thank you, Tom, for all that you do.
This is extraordinary. Thank you so much to Jan and all the team at Friends of the River for this huge honour. Ever since I moved to the Bay Area in 2014, I've been a flag-waving admirer of your work, so this really is a thrill. As I thought about what this award means, I was reminded of my first brush with river keeping. I'm from the west coast of Scotland, which is where the name of our fund comes from. And one summer my dad decided that the burn, which is the Scottish word for river, that ran through our remote property needed to be rehabilitated for the trout and salmon that used to thrive there. And he had a handy workforce, me, my siblings, and some slightly confused French cousins. So we raked the bed of the river, about 4 miles over a week or so, by hand to free up the redds so the fish could lay their eggs and so on. The process instilled in me due respect for those who dedicate their time to the health of our rivers, so bravo. I think what's so touching about this is that it is really a recognition for the tough, tricky world of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship in water is really the solving of problems, big, difficult, fundamental problems that have deep impact on the lives of those that face them. This practicality in the face of a difficult road ahead is one of the things I find most inspirational about the entrepreneurs who have been kind enough to let us in on their journey. They've decided not to admire the problem and complain about it, as so many of us tend to do. Instead, they've decided to do something about it. There is a practical urgency to it that I love. I also think that the work of water is so profound because it is work that respects the fundamental needs and rights not only of people, but also of the land on which they live. As we stand at the start of the process of finding out what climate change really means, water is what binds us. We all need it, both the human and natural worlds, and the work of fixing water problems is the work of bringing human and natural imbalances back towards the centre. The good news is that you have allies in the startup world. Founders like Erin Rothman at Storm Sensor, who is instrumenting stormwater systems to eliminate contamination from combined sewer overflows, and Alex Rappaport, whose team at Zwitico are enabling the recycling and reuse of vast quantities of agricultural water, eliminating contamination from runoff. Their impact is practical, quantifiable, and scalable. This really is a remarkably fun job. So this is really for the entrepreneurs that we back at Burnt Island Ventures, as a recognition of the importance of running experiments, of generating new solutions and approaches to fix what ails us and the ecosystem to which we are inextricably bound. I'm delighted to say that it feels like we are in a new era of productivity in water. The sector is more dynamic than it has ever been, and long may that energy escalate. Our founders' work building new solutions relies on the vital work of Friends of the River and organizations like it, which aim to establish a framework in which our problems get solved. So thank you for seeing so clearly that innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship is clearly part of the solution as you pursue action in line with your own organizational values of equity, urgency, solutions orientation, and respect for the power of nature. I'm really rather lucky in that I fell into water in the same way an enthusiastic Labrador might fall into a meander. This sector, this substance, and the people who choose to dedicate their time, energy, and capital to it, you're the ones that need to be thanked. I have tried and will continue to be as helpful as I possibly can to those who are doing the real work. So thank you so much for this recognition and of the importance of what they are building. We will all be hard at work trying to provide the products and services that can help you and all of us in the years to come. Thank you so much again, and have a wonderful evening.
Congratulations, Michael and Tom.
Thank you so much again for all your great work. It really, truly is well-deserved awards and your recognition of all your great work. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. And thank you to everybody that supports Friends of the River all year long, as Tom and Michael shared, just everybody tonight coming together, making a huge difference. We appreciate you joining us. And I'm excited to share that our fund to need, Ashley, is almost to $13,500.
I know. I'm
wow.
So blown away.
We've had another like $4,000 or $5,000 come in during Michael and Tom. We have 1,750 came in from Jim Frolin. We've got Nick Miller here. We've got Stephen, Mike, Kathy, David, Fred, and Loma, Joe and Leah, Ajay and Megan. Folks, we're at over almost 14,000. So you can continue to give towards our fund to need all night long. Maybe we'll hit 14 or 15,000 here in the next few moments. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a live auction. It's right here, right now, on your devices at home. We are going to do a live auction right here. Our first trip is to India. Ashley's going to tell you all about it. Folks, get ready to bid. I'm going to give you a couple things here before we get started. If you want to bid on any of our live auction items, bid right away, because I'm going to say it closes in 3, 2, 1, and when I cross my arms, we're going to close that package. There might be a delay, so if you get outbid on your device, bid right away, because I may or may not see it. I'm just trying to help you out. If you want something, bid right away. Don't wait to bid, because you want to be that last second person, because our devices, our software is going to close those packages, and we can't catch you if you bid after we close it. So bid right away. Start bidding on all of our live auction items. We've already got a ton of gifts coming in. We're going to get started with our live auction right here, right now. Let's have some fun, folks. Ashley, what's first?
Okay, so our first item is an incredible Zanskar River trip in India. It is a buy one, get one, so the winner pays for one trip and can take another person with you. It's a beautiful area. It is a photographer's paradise, truly incredible scenery, a beautiful river. Please bid on this now. It is really an incredible and unique opportunity. Again, it's a Zanskar River trip in India, and you buy one, get one. You can bring a person along if you win this beautiful trip.
All right, folks. Here we go. It looks like we've got a top bid here starting us off at $3,600. Let's have some fun. Does anybody want to come in and bid away, folks? We're going to India. You can take someone with you. Ashley will go with you. I'll go with you. I'm sure Jan will go with you. And folks, let's have some fun. Here it is. We've got a $3,600 bid. Anybody want to come in? We've got Sarah Jurens here in the chat bar. She said, this is an amazing opportunity. It's valued over $9,200. And I saw some photos of this online. I was checking out this experience. It is picturesque. This is going to be a rafting trip of a lifetime. And look at this. We've got a $4,600 bid. Folks, it's getting interesting. We've got a $4,600 bid. I'm looking for our next bidder. We've got $4,600 here. I'm going to sell this package in the next 30 seconds. We've got a $4,600 bid. It's valued over $9,200. You're going to be exploring. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm seeing the photos here of the picturesque views. This is going to be amazing. It's got the Tibetan history. Folks, Liz McGuire is cheering on in the chat bar. She said, yes, yes, yes. I've got a $4,600 bid. I'm going to sell this here in 15 seconds. This is a steal. It's half off right now. It's valued over $9,200. If you want to come in, you got to bid now. I'm about to sell it. I'm going to sell it here in 10 seconds, but we got a $5,500 bid. Here it is. Our bidder that was outbid at $4,600. You've been outbid. If you want to bid, you got to bid now. I've got a $5,500 bid, folks. Let's cheer them on at home. Valued at $9,200. It's still half off. It's a steal. I've got a $5,500 bid. Our $4,600 bidder, you've been outbid. If you want to bid, you got to bid now because I'm going to close it in 10 seconds. We've got a $6,400 bid. Here it is, folks. We're making money in a huge way for Friends of the River. Our $5,500 bidder, you've been outbid. If you want to come in, now's your chance. I've got a $6,400 bid. Our $5,500 bidder, you've been outbid. I got to sell it in 5 seconds. Here we go. I've got a $6,400 bid. I'm going to sell it here in 5, in 4, in 3. Our $6,400 bidder, get ready to bid in case you get outbid at the last second. Our $5,500 bidder, if you want to bid, you got to bid now. It's going to close in 3 seconds. I've got $6,400 here. I'm looking for our next bidder. Last call. Gonna sell it. I've got a $7,300 bid. Yes, we're making money for Friends of the River in a huge way. I've got $7,300 here. I'm looking for our next bid. Last one. We got to sell it. We got to move on. In 3, in 2, our $7,000 bidder, get ready to bid in case you get outbid at the last second. Our $6,400 bidder, if you want to bid, you got to bid now because here it is. $7,300 bidder, you've got it here unless you get outbid. $7,300 bidder, get ready to bid in case you get outbid at the last second by our $6,400 bidder. Gonna sell it here in 3, in 2. It's valued at $9,200, folks. This is over $7,000 currently going back to Friends of the River. Gonna sell it in 3, in 2, in 1. Anybody else? Last chance. $7,000 has it. I'm looking for another bidder. Anybody else? If you want to bid, you got to bid now. Liz McGuire said you're going to have so much fun on this amazing time. Congrats to the winner because it is now. Get ready to bid at the last second in case you get outbid at the last second. It is now closed. It is now closed. Congratulations, folks. That was epic. That's going to be an amazing time. And Ashley, what's our next package?
Thanks, Freddie. Well, thank you everyone so much. That was so exciting. Our next exciting auction item is the East Carson River trip, so a little closer to home. It's an overnight Carson River rafting trip on the East Fork. It's by far the best way to experience the river, and it's a unique free-flowing river. It takes full advantage of the hot springs, scenery, and wilderness surroundings, and you know that we're a huge fan of those. So make sure to bid. This is an incredible trip.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun. This is it. We've got a $1,900 bidder here, our $1,600 bidder, and our $1,400 bidder, and our $1,200 bidder. You've been outbid. So if you want to get in, the water's warm. Let's jump in head first. I've got $1,900 bid. I'm looking for our next bidder. I'm going to sell this package shortly. If you want to come in, now's your chance. Jan Dorman said congratulations and thanks to John Yost. We appreciate your support. Amy Cottrell said, whoa, congrats to the winner. What an amazing trip. I love the whoa. Charlie Center said, John Yost, you rock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're currently bidding here. It's a $1,900 bid. I'm gonna sell it in 10 seconds unless anybody else comes in. Gonna sell it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody else? Last chance. $1,900 bidder. Get ready to bid in case you get outbid at the last second. It is going to now close. It is now closed. Congratulations. Thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, our live auction's moving super fast. If you want to bid, bid now, bid high, bid often, because we're on to our next package. Ashley, what's next?
Okay, thank you all so much. Our third item is a Jackson kayak. It is a new creaking river running small kayak. It's fun, easy to paddle, runs river like a dream, but with some groove in the hull design to allow for continual play all the way down. The Antics is an easy boat to paddle in technical rapids, and you know Friends of the River loves those rapids. So this boat is a boat for you to cross comfort barriers more readily, and its forgiving lines allow you to keep upright as you punch to the next level. So bid today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how cool are these kayaks? Donated by Keith Miller, California Canoe and Kayak. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a $700 bid. I'm looking for our next bidder. If you want to bid, you got to bid now because I'm going to sell this in 15 seconds. I've got a $700 bidder here. I'm looking for our next bid, our Jackson kayaks. If you want to get in, now's your chance. You can have some fun. Here we go and support Friends of the River in a huge way. You have been so generous tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Who's going to bid on our kayak? I've got a $700 bid. I'm going to sell it in 10, in 9, in 8, in 7. Liz McGuire said, yay, this is so much fun. I'm having a blast. I've got a $700 bidder. I'm going to sell it here in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Anybody else want to come in at the last chance? I've got Margaret Young here, said the Antics is a fun boat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here we go. It is going to close here in just a moment. Anybody else want to come in? It is now $700 bidder. Get ready to bid at the last second in case you get outbid. It is now closed. Congratulations. Thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving fast. Get ready to bid if you want to bid, and the wine's last. So here we go. Ashley, what's next?
Okay, so our fourth item this evening is the Merced River rafting trip. This rafting trip is for 4 adults. It's a 16-mile trip. It's an adventure truly in the whitewater of Yosemite. Lunch is included. Again, this is an incredible rafting trip down the Merced River. For all those that have visited Yosemite, you know how iconic and beautiful this place is. So Freddie, take it away.
All right. We're going to Yosemite and we're rafting down the river. Who wants to come in? This is an experience of a lifetime. I want to go with you on this one. This sounds super cool. Lunch is included. I'm seeing the photos of our photos here. They're going down the rapids. This is going to be a lot of fun. This could be memories with your family. This could be a business outing. This could be a trip that you give to someone else. This could be an amazing experience, and you're going to provide joy, smiles, fun, and support Friends of the River in a huge way. So I've got a $500 bidder here. If anybody else wants to come in, it's 15 seconds, and we're going to close it here. Everybody at home, we got to cheer on our folks. I've got a $500 bid. I'm going to sell it here unless anybody else wants to come in 10 seconds. In 9, in 8, in 7, in 6. John Yost said, thanks to all the bidders for our amazing packages. We appreciate it. John, thank you for your support. Here we go, folks. Last call. We're going to Yosemite down the Merced River. Anybody else wants to come in? I got a $500 bid. Going to sell it in 3, in 2, and 1. Anybody else? Last chance. Zephyr Whitewater Expeditions, thank you for your support. Anybody else want to come in? It's going to close in just a moment. It is now closed. Congratulations. Thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few left. Get ready to bid. It's happening fast. Ashley, what's next?
Okay, thanks, Freddie. So our fifth item tonight is the 2 custom Coho Cataract tubes valued at $1,500. So the Coho Cat is the ultimate fishing machine and is the newest member of a Cataract fleet. Ideal for fishermen, these 104-inch long tubes are made for 1-person boat. Add your frame with the design of your choice and you are good to go. So without further ado, make sure to bid on this incredible item. Here you go, Freddie.
All right, we've got a $600 bid. Ladies and gentlemen, these are super cool. You are going to have a lot of fun. If you want to bid, you got to bid now. We've got a $600 bid to start us off. Anybody else want to come in? This is your chance. Jan Dorman in the chat bar said these tubes are also great for rapids. They're 20-inch tubes. Ladies and gentlemen, great for rapids, great for you, and great for Friends of the River. Who wants to come in? I've got a $600 bid here. I'm looking for our next bidder. Anybody else want to come in? Now's your chance. If you're having any trouble for any reason, call the 530 number below or let us know in the chat bar. Let us know if you're struggling for any reason. We'll make sure we get your bids taken care of. I've got a $600 bid. I'm looking for our next bidder. Gonna sell it here in 15 seconds. Anybody else? Last chance. I see Charlie Center said, what a great boat. And we've got Amy Cottrell coming in here, Sarah, Amy, Liz, Charlie. A lot of love for Friends of the River. Folks, you have been absolutely amazing tonight. We're almost to 15,000 in our fund to need. Anybody else wants to come in on our tubes? Last one. Liz McGuire said, where are all of our fishermen and fisherwomen at? Whoop, whoop. Liz, I love you. You are just all over the chat bar supporting us in a huge way. Ladies and gentlemen, Liz McGuire, a huge round of applause. We appreciate you, Liz, for all of your support. Ashley's over here saying, woohoo, Liz. All right, I got a $600 bid. I'm gonna sell it here in 5 seconds, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Anybody else? Last chance, get ready to bid. Anybody else? It is now closed. Congratulations and thank you for your support of Friends of the River. Ashley, what's next?
Hey, thanks, Freddie. So our next item is the incredible Tom Sawyer float trip. So it's every day on the easy section of the South Fork American is a relaxing day. You know it. You'll float through calm pools, marvel at the beauty of the canyon, and every so often get your heart pumping when it picks it up to Class 2 rapids. I want to go on this one, honestly. On this Tom Sawyer trip, we spend a lot of time exploring and experiencing the river as a kid yearns to do, but like Tom, we'll take extra time to enjoy our surroundings. So again, this is selling for a Tom Sawyer float trip valued at $1,200. Freddie, take it away.
All right, a Tom Sawyer float trip valued over $1,200. We're looking for a starting bid generously donated by Scott Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the memories that you will be able to make, this is up to 6. I believe it's up to, yeah, the one boat can hold 6 people. So this could be an entire family. This could be your friends. This could be your kids, maybe some of your kids, their classmates. Maybe you want to go and take them on a trip. This could be an amazing time for them. So here we go, folks. If you want to bid, you can bid now. We're looking for a starting bid. You've got an absolute steal here on the Tom Sawyer trip. We're looking for a starting bid. Jan Dorman said, grandchildren, anybody? Question marks. I love it. Here it is, folks. The offer is good for the 2022-2023 seasons. One boat can hold 6 people. You can have all of your lunch along the river. It is a treat. You can have excitement. It's going to be a great time. Doug, hello, everybody. Hi, Doug. So here we go. If you want to bid on Tom Sawyer, now's your chance. We're going to close this package in just a few moments. I've got Liz McGuire coming back in. Liz is thebomb.com. I'm really excited about this one. Liz says, this is something I used to do as a child, and it's some of the favorite memories I've ever had. Such a treat for family bonding. Thank you very much, Liz. Anybody want to come in on our Tom Sawyer float trip? Liz McGuire said, hello, Doug. Thank you for joining in on the fun. We appreciate it. Here we go. We're going to close this package here in just a few moments. Anybody wants to come in and bid on our Tom Sawyer float trip, now's your chance. We're going to give you some time. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to keep this package open. Maybe some bidders come in at the last second, or maybe somebody wants to join. We're going to keep this package open, but we're going to move on to our next package. So if you want to bid on Tom Sawyer, you can continue to bid on that package. We're going to keep it open just to see if we get some more action on it. But without further ado, Ashley, why don't you share about our next package?
Thanks, Freddie. So our last, but certainly not least, item is wine, which, as I told you before, is my favorite. 3 bottles of award-winning V. Satui Cabernet Sauvignon, valued at $590. This winery wins Winery of the Year every year. It is the most decorated winery in California. You know you want some. Freddie, you ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a $300 bid on our wine. That was looking coming in. If you want to come in, now's your chance. We've got a $300 bid on our amazing gold-winning wine. It is absolutely amazing, and I will help you drink it. If you need help, you can call me. I'll come with you. Ashley might too. I've got a $300 bid. Looking for our next bidder here on our amazing wines, generously donated by Sue. I see that we've got gifts coming in here. If you want to come, now's your chance. Here we go. We're going to sell this in 15 seconds. I've got a $300 bid. I'm looking for our next bidder at $400. If you want to come in, now's your chance. Folks, you have been so generous tonight. We're so grateful for all that you have done to support Friends of the River. It looks like our fund to need, as I'm just glancing at it, is close to $14,000. So if you'd like to give towards our fund to need, you still can. The time is open for that. But without further ado, folks, we're looking for another bid here on our amazing gold-winning wine. If you want to bid, now's your chance. Robert Cushman said, best wine ever. Robert, we appreciate you. Thank you. If you want to come in, now's your chance. Going to sell it in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This is an absolute steal. If anybody wants to come in, now's your chance in 3, 2, 1. And Liz McGuire in the chat bar said, everybody is waiting for the wine, right? I've got a $370 bid. I'm going to sell it here in just a few moments. Anybody else want to come in? Last chance, last one, last call. It is going to close in 3, 2, 1. It is now closed. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody. We'll keep that Tom Sawyer float trip up. You can continue to bid on that as you like. We'll check in on our fund to need here in just a few moments. It looks like we're almost to $14,000. Thank you, everybody, for all of your support. We appreciate it. This has been such an amazing night. Ashley, what a night.
Yes, it really has been. I am just blown away, truly. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Freddie.
Yeah, no, thank you, everybody, for all of your support of Friends of the River. And what a night. I mean, I'm looking here at the fund to need. The chat bar's going. We've got Sarah coming in here. The wine will pair nicely with the paella dinner.
That is very true. For those that don't know, the paella dinner was on our online auction. I bid. We have some great cooks, and it will pair nicely.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for joining us for the 24th Annual California River Awards, and a lot of love for Tom and Michael. Congratulations, and thank you for all the work that you've done to help our water and help our futures.
It's true, and it is so important. FOR's work has always been to conserve and protect rivers, but that work is now more important than ever. And it's because of people like you, Pom and Tom. I really, truly, you're inspiring. And Friends of the River is going to continue to walk in your footsteps and try to protect and restore California rivers for another 50 years.
And Ashley, look at this. In our fund to need, Ken Renwick just came in at $1,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Woo, thank you so much, Ken. That really means the world to us.
Thank you, Ken, and thank you all of our supporters. Folks, we are $550 away from hitting $15,000. Let's maybe try to give it one final push. If everybody online gives $50 right now, we will go over $15,000 for our fund to need right here. Even if you've already given another $50 from everybody online, we will more than surpass $15,000. Ken, we appreciate your support. So much love coming in the chat bar. Karen Wells said, I'm very excited about our paella dinner. And Charlie Center said, thank you all for all of your support. Way to go, Ken, Robert Cushman. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been so generous tonight. We appreciate it. And guess what? We've got one final surprise. Again, I'm Freddie Silvera with FSA Auctions.
I'm Ashley Overhouse with Friends of the River.
And without further ado, to close out our evening, live in studio, let's give a lot of love for our own Eric and Jan.
Hello, everyone. We just can't thank you enough for a fabulous evening, and thanks to Freddie, Ashley, Anthony, who's in the room. Thanks to all of you, and let's love rivers together. So, yay.